5 seconds to go. Start. Sir, I come to another provision in the statement of object and reasons. One of the object mentioned in reducing unnecessary cost or burden by requiring companies to attach only an abridged form of prospectus to the application form. I would like to know specifically from the Honorable Minister which section of companies has represented that the cost of printing the balance sheet is prohibitive and they want to reduce it. I submit that in the annual report as presented today, there is a whole section dealing with listing of employees getting salaries of over rupees 3000, and I find that over the years this figure of 3000 is not increased in this amending bill. There is some provision resulting in large companies having thousands of such employees and they are listing those employees, which itself takes up 30 or 40 pages of the balance sheet. Merely deleting that provision can bring down the cost of printing, and that will not affect the small investors in any way. Instead of doing that, they have taken powers now suggest that it should be deleted altogether. A small shareholder is not interested in who is employed and what salary he is getting. He is only interested in knowing whether a director's relative has been employed, and that was the original purpose. This was inserted in this 60s when it was found that the wife or relatives of the managing directors of companies were appointed on high salaries. So, a provision was inserted at that time. 3000 rupees was a very high salary. It was said that with regard to people drawing above 3000 rupees, details should be given today. The law should be amended to the effect that if the director relatives or those connected with the companies are employed by the company, details should be given. Probably after this provision nobody's relative will be employed because it will come to the adverse notice of the government. But abridging the whole balance sheet to reduce cost is not good. We are seeing larger corporation instead of just giving information as required by the Companies Act, printing fancy balance sheets, color photographs, offset printing, etc. Certainly, they are not worried about the cost. It is a strange thing that the government is worried about reducing the cost unless we are talking about the balance sheet of the public sector companies, which is different matter. But the companies which are doing so take pride in printing color balance sheet, and it cannot be their representation, and in the name of reducing cost you cannot bar vital information from us. Stop.